over more than 4,000 years. 21 powerful empires have risen to global dominance, each leaving a lasting mark on culture, law, and warfare before handing the mantle to the next. From the amazing achievements of ancient Egypt to the wide-reaching influence of the British Empire, these superpowers have shaped our world in important ways. Join us as we explore not only how the title of superpower has shifted, but also the legacies these empires left behind, legacies that still affect our lives today. Our journey begins in a land known as Mesopotamia, which means the land between rivers. Over 6,000 years ago, along the fertile banks of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in what is now Iraq, an incredible civilization emerged: the Sumerians. The Sumerians were pioneers in many ways. Around 4,500 BC, they began building some of the world's first cities, like Uruk, Ur, and Eridu. These cities started as small villages but grew into bustling centers of trade, culture, and innovation. One of their greatest achievements was inventing one of the earliest forms of writing, called cuneiform, around 3000 BC. Using sharp reeds, they pressed wedge-shaped symbols into soft clay tablets. This new way of writing allowed them to record laws, keep track of trades, tell stories, and share knowledge across generations. It was a giant leap forward for human communication. The Sumerians also made big advances in farming. They built complex irrigation systems to bring water from the rivers to their fields. This meant they could grow more crops than they needed, leading to surplus food. With extra food, not everyone had to farm anymore. People could become craftsmen, traders, priests, or leaders. This specialization helped their cities grow even bigger and more advanced. By around 2900 BC, during the early dynastic period, the city of Uruk may have had up to 80,000 people, a huge number for that time. The city was full of life, with markets selling goods from near and far. The Sumerians traded grains, textiles, and crafted goods with neighboring regions, spreading their ideas and culture far beyond their own borders. To protect their wealth and cities, the Sumerians built strong walls and organized some of the first known armies. Leaders like King Eannatum of Lagash used military power to control nearby lands. Victories over rival city-states showed their strength and helped them become the dominant force in the region. But the Sumerians weren't just focused on power and wealth. They made great contributions to culture and knowledge. They created myths and stories, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest known pieces of literature. This epic tale explored themes of heroism, friendship, and the quest for immortality. They also developed mathematics, using a number system based on 60. That's why we have 60 seconds in a minute and 360 degrees in a circle today. Their innovations laid the groundwork for astronomy, engineering, and timekeeping. However, the unity of the Sumerian city-states didn't last. They often fought among themselves over resources and power. These internal conflicts made them weaker over time. Around 2334 BC, a new leader named Sargon from the city of Akkad saw an opportunity. He united his own people and built a strong army. Sargon conquered many of the Sumerian cities, including important centers like Uruk and Ur. His victories marked the end of the Sumerian civilization as the leading power in the region.